Hello, welcome to Leadership Live with Anton Gunn. And today we're going to talk about gratitude and how gratitude can help build a world-class workplace culture. Now, I know it's Thanksgiving week. A lot of people are taking time off. So I don't expect to have a whole lot of time to share with you because I know some of you are getting ready to get on the road. Some of you are already on the road. Some of you might be at your destinations, or you may have family joining you. But today I wanted to focus on gratitude and talk about how gratitude can help build your culture. Now, when I say gratitude, I want to talk about how gratitude can further the context of work-life harmony. Now, I know you probably have heard the term work-life balance. I don't use the term work-life balance. I use the term work-life harmony because I really don't think there is a balance. There is no 50-50 in work and life. It's kind of like, a marriage. You know how they say marriage is 50-50? Anybody who's been married a long time absolutely knows that there's no such thing as 50-50. Sometimes it's 90-10. Sometimes it's 10-90 the other way. Sometimes it's 60-40. Sometimes it is 100-0. It just depends on what's going on in your life. And so my context for you is when it comes to your work and personal life and the team's work and personal life, your goal as a leader is to try to help them to achieve harmony, not necessarily balance, but harmony. And gratitude is going to be a dominant key for helping you to do that. See, if you don't practice gratitude, what you'll have is a culture in your organization where people feel like the work is thankless. They will feel like they're not valued. They will feel like they're not respected. They will feel like that they're not seen by you or by other people in the organization. And that doesn't lead to a good culture. That leads to a bad culture, a toxic culture, a culture that has low morale, high turnover rates, low retention rates. People don't have a lot of trust in environments where there is a bad culture, there's an absence of gratitude. So today, I want to give you 6 ways on how you can think about and acknowledge gratitude, use gratitude with your team to show them that you care about them, that you're helping them to be successful, and that this is the kind of environment that they want to work in. So gratitude can literally help shape culture. I fundamentally believe that. Is being thankful to the people, thankful to the process, thankful to the programs, thankful to every aspect of the work that you do, and thinking about it in the context of how is this going to help me to show my team I am grateful for them and their role. So very quickly, I want to walk through for you what I call 6 things or 6 ways that you can use gratitude to help your workplace culture, particularly in the context of people wanting to have harmony. Like, again, people want to take time off, need to take time off, and they should take time off. And you as a leader needs to recognize how they do that. Recognize how you can help them to do that. Okay, let me jump right in. So the very first way that gratitude can help your workplace culture is when you as a leader recognize the value of boundaries. Now, when I say recognize the value of boundaries, we all know and maybe currently work for a leader who will send you emails at 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. Not only that, you may have a habit and practice of replying to emails at 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. Neither one of those things are a good thing. Because as much as we know people don't have to answer the email, or we want to send the email and tell them that they can get back to us in the morning, there's a level of undue pressure to respond to emails. So you as a leader need to acknowledge this pressure up front. And you need to recognize the value of telling your team you need to have some boundaries. And you need to set some boundaries. Let's say, hey, guys, I'm not going to send any emails after 6 p.m. Matter of fact, if I need to send you an email after 6 p.m., I'm going to set it to go out the next morning at 8 a.m. Boundaries. So as a good leader, If you want to show gratitude to your team, recognize the value of boundaries and acknowledge the team members on your team that have some boundaries. If somebody tells you that they're not taking phone calls after 7 p.m., shout them out, big up them and say, hey, listen, Margaret says she's not answering any calls after 7 p.m. I think that's a great practice, Margaret. Or if Margaret says she's going to work out every morning before coming to work, then what you need to do is to say to Margaret, Margaret, I think that's an amazing boundary that you set for yourself, that your exercise is most important, and you're going to do that before coming into work. So that's the first way you can really show some gratitude, and how it can help you to build your culture is acknowledge and to thank the people on your team for having those boundaries and setting those boundaries. That's the first thing you can do. Now, the second thing you can do is people who are trying to achieve work-life harmony, you want to appreciate their effort. If someone says, you know what, I'm going to take Friday off because I worked 12 hours every day this past week, then you need to appreciate the fact that they're taking off Friday. You really do. You need to say thank you for them for taking off Friday. That's the best thing you can do, is to just appreciate people for taking time off, for doing their best to try to find harmony. Like if they literally say, you know what, I think I want to change my work schedule so I can spend more time with my kids. Appreciate the effort that they're trying to find harmony. Just be grateful for it. Margaret, I see you trying to take care of yourself. I appreciate you finding an effort to find some harmony between work and life. That's the second principle. Now, the third principle is that in order for people to take time off, they have to have a team that's supportive. So you as a leader need to recognize and express your gratitude for the teamwork that's coming together. And it literally means saying, you know what, I appreciate how the team rallied around Bob when he decided to take a week off because his son was playing in a state soccer tournament that was going to last 3 days. So he took the whole week to go up there, to be there for the 3 days, and then a day to recover. And I appreciate the team rallying around and picking him up, picking up his work, getting his work done while he's not here. So you want to express the gratitude for the teamwork. So you got to let your people know that you are going to recognize and reward them for being good teammates. Like I'll never forget a time when I was in graduate school and my brother was killed in a terrorist attack. And I literally could not make it to finish a project. I mean, I was mentally, emotionally not there. But I will tell you this, I had some classmates who picked me up when I was down. We were on a group project and they did the whole project. Didn't contribute much at all because I was devastated. But we got the work done and we all benefited from the grade, and not one of them complained that I didn't do my part because they knew what I was going through. So I'm telling you, as a leader, when someone on your team is taking time off, you want to support and celebrate the team rallying around them. So if they need to take that time off, let them take it. But again, express gratitude for the team picking them up when they need a little bit of time. That's number 3. Now, number 4, this is going to be real simple and real easy, but might be harder for you to do, is that you need to have an honest conversation with your team about workload. Like, ask the question, really, am I putting too much work on you guys? Are my expectations unrealistic? Do you have enough people on your team to get the job done? Those are the things that you got to ask as a leader. And you got to ask them repeatedly over and over and over and over again. And when they give you the honest feedback that the workload is too much, we don't have enough team members, we don't have enough resources, you need to thank them for being honest and then get them the support that they need so they don't have an overburdened workload. That's how you build culture, is removing the burdens and the barriers from your team to being able to do their best work. And sometimes that might be reducing the workload or giving them more team members. Either way, you need to be grateful that they spoke up to talk to you about the workload. And that's the fourth thing. Now, here's the fifth thing that you want to do if you're a good leader and knowing how gratitude can help your culture is very simply and easily. You need to celebrate personal milestones just as big as you celebrate professional milestones. Like if somebody gets married, celebrate it. Somebody has a birthday, celebrate it. If somebody takes their family on vacation, celebrate them going on vacation. If they went back and got a master's degree, celebrate it. If they wrote a book, celebrate it. If their mom or dad had a milestone birthday, celebrate it. You want to build great culture, celebrate people's personal lives as much as you celebrate their professional lives. Yes, they hit their Q3 goals. Yes, they hit their sales numbers. Yes, they were able to discharge patients on time for the whole year. Those are all work accomplishments. But what you need to celebrate as well is those personal milestones and personal accomplishments. That will show your team that you're thankful for who they are as individual people. That's what you need to be doing if you really want to build a world-class culture and use gratitude to build it. It's to celebrate those personal milestones. Now, here's the last one, the one that I preach every day, all day, twice on Sunday, is that you have to promote and encourage self-care amongst your people. That you need to let people relax, release, and recharge. You got to promote self-care. Ask your people, are you taking care of yourself? Ask your people, do you need any support in taking care of yourself? Do you need some time off to recharge? Do you need some time off to relax? Do you need some time off to release some steam? You need to focus on the self-care of your team because things are always going to stay hard and be hard. And this might have been a hard year. But gratitude will help your culture, the harmony in your culture, the work-life harmony in your culture, if you encourage your people to focus on their self-care. Okay. So I'm going to close very quick. I'm going to wrap this up with a bow very, very quickly, is that gratitude can be very helpful in achieving work-life harmony and building a great workplace culture. And here are the 6 ways you can do that. Is to always recognize the value of boundaries on your team. Number 2, appreciate people's efforts to try to achieve work-life harmony. Number 3, express gratitude for the teamwork and the support that people pick up when other people are off. Very simple. Number 4 is to have a honest and hard conversation about workload and what you need to change up. Number 5 is to celebrate your teammates' personal milestones, what's going on in their lives, like you would celebrate their professional milestones. And then lastly, you really need to encourage people to recharge and to take self-care. So as you celebrate this Thanksgiving week, and I hope you are taking time off for you and your loved ones, I want to remind you to always have a spirit of gratitude. Like the spirit of gratitude that I have is I'm so thankful for my team. I'm thankful that they care about me, and I hope that they know that I care about them. I'm thankful for the privilege of being able to add value to leaders and organizations as a keynote speaker on a regular basis to help people all across the country transform their culture. Next week, I get to go as far as Hawaii to add value to some leaders. I'm grateful for this opportunity and experience. And I'm grateful to you for watching this video. So I want to thank you for watching this episode of Leadership Live. Continue to be great. continue to be grateful, and most importantly, continue to work to build a world-class culture. Have a great day.